goal was to get top 3 and get to Paris, so I did what I came to do. Can't be happier.
What are you going to do between now and Paris to keep yourself locked in?
Just a lot of cleanup with my technique, a lot of just solid training with my coach. Standard things, not trying to change anything crazy, just keep doing the same thing. I'm on a really good trajectory. It's been a very strange season for me with like injuries and things, so first meet feeling healthy, just want to keep that rolling and going until Paris.
Talk to us a little bit about your friends, your family, people up behind the scenes help you get here.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Like, representing Team USA is less about, like, representing America to me, and it's more about representing those communities that have gotten me there. My friends, my family, my fiance, who's been insanely supportive for me throwing the ball as a full-time job. And obviously my coach and everyone, his sons are here, and they're just very supportive. It's just like there's so many people that go into this. My sports psych, my physios. Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, everyone sacrifices a lot to get an athlete to this stage and to do well, and I'm glad that I can make them proud today.
Some guys were out there throwing some early PBs and everything, putting a little pressure on there. Would you ever feel nervous about making the top 3 today?
Oh yeah, I mean, first 3 rounds, my heart was in my throat. My first throw was just like, in my head, I was like, I just got to get top 8 so I can get 5 more rounds, and I thought the nervousness would kind of alleviate after that. Not less nervousness, more like adrenaline.
Yeah.
But it really just didn't go away. It just kind of stayed like super high. So I was really having a hard time controlling things early in my throw. And I think I have so much more in the tank in terms of distance. I'm just going to keep climbing from here. So I think that too was kind of getting in my head. I knew I was in really good shape. I know I'm in good shape to throw 80, 81, 82 again. It's just about trusting my training and letting that happen and not letting the nerves get to me like they did today. So I'm excited moving forward, but I know there's more in the tank and would have been happier with something a little further.
So what's the difference between an 81-meter throw and 78 for you, and in terms of like putting it together? Is this something you're getting more speed on the ball, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's more just about, for me, like staying patient and connected with the ball. The things that we're working on, especially the past couple weeks, have been so simple, and it's all just like in my entry and in my second turn, and then everything else kind of happens after that. Unfortunately, those are the turns that I have the hardest time executing when I have a lot of adrenaline in my system. I want to just like rush it really fast, and then if I blow past those positions I'm trying to hit, or those feelings I'm trying to feel, then it's hard for me to finish the throw. I felt it much better on my 78, but even then it was like, that felt like a very average practice throw for me. So I know with the meat adrenaline, when I execute the technique that I'm working on right now, it's going to go really far. But you know, in due time, I'm in good shape, and I'm hoping some good, consistent training over the next month will get me there.
How did this one compare to previous Olympic trials, just in where you felt like you were at physically?
That's a great question. I mean, 2021 was a really special year where every meet I was just locked in and throwing almost 80 or over 80 every meet. This year has been a little bit different, where February, March I was in some of the best training shape of my life, and then had some weird naggy injury things with my hip that I had to kind of take. It took me a while to kind of figure out what it was, and then it took me a while to kind of get it back to normal, and I really only have been totally pain-free the past like 2 weeks. So it's been really solid training, especially since the New York Grand Prix a couple weeks ago. So I mean, like, really I only have a month of solid training experience going into this. So there's a lot, I think that's where a lot of the nerves came from today too, where I'm still just a little uncomfortable with things that I'm trying to do. They're not fully there yet, being just like subconscious and being able to just go to a meet and hit it. But like I said, it's another month of training and being comfortable with that, maybe doing another meet or two before the Olympics. I'm going to be locked in, hopefully.
Do you find that trials are more tense and nerve-wracking than the actual games?
That's a good question. No, yes and no. I mean, this year, I think I was more nervous for the trials this year than I've been for any national championships or trials in the past. Mostly like, I want to have that free time, ×3 next to my name. I want to have that experience again. I've grown up so much in the sport and have evolved a lot, like mentally and physically, and I just want to be able to experience the Olympics again from a new perspective. But the first step is making the team, so that was definitely heavier for me this time around. But still had a great time competing and still got to enjoy the experience, but definitely more excited for the games this time around than I was last time around. Mostly just so I can enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you been to Paris?